Sending data. Are we live? Are we live? Are you not streaming? It says I'm live, but I don't see it. Where did it go? Where did it go? Yeah, behind my cloud, streaming. Okay, it's on the live show. Cool. Is the sound is coming? Testing, testing. Why cannot hear me? Because I was not talking. There's a big delay. Okay, it's on the... Yes, I can hear me. Hey, I can hear you fine. Thank you. In new land, first time. Damn, you're lucky. Oh, you're good. What is it? Which one is it? Okay, so that's working. Music is a little bit loud on my side. And my dog really don't like when I'm streaming. I don't know if because I need to find a way to put the music back in the room instead of just in my headset. I think it's the super quiet silence and me talking she doesn't like. She's just scratching. I want to get out. I want to go away. Help me. Okay, so we have this. Just putting things together before the stream. And I just want to make sure things don't fall. I'll get back in 2 seconds. Just want to make sure things don't fall on her. She's tiny. Okay, and I'm back. Whew. We'll get there. We'll get there. Okay. So I'm guessing, yeah, CB is there. Cool, cool, cool. I should start the CB to start. Then what's the name of the project? Note. Bookmark. Highlighted too? Well, like today is the but it won't count. That's the sad stuff. Because this CB was not in mode like tracking. But we have it on you can clip it and we'll have it. Did the music stop? No, it's just super, super low. Come on, there's low and low. Hello, hello. Okay. It's running. I'm just super loud now. Okay. Great. Yeah, welcome to this Friday stream. And yeah, I'm just like trying to figure where were we in the last stream. So let me share my screen. Oops. So if you're new on the stream, or like if you're watching on the recording version, because I'm also streaming on YouTube, so it will be archived there. We are running Linux. It's a Debian, and usually I run GNOME as a Windows interface. But when I reinstalled that laptop, I was like, give it a try. Apparently, KDE is extraordinary and stuff, and so I'm running KDE, and it's great. I'm not sure. It's probably just I need more time to kind of like, you know, take new habits and whatever. I really kind of enjoy the GNOME stuff. But anyway, it's cool. Like I'm setting up stuff and things. What did I just do? Whatever. Okay. So today we're working on the Note bookmark. It's a project that we start here. It's to kind of like have fun. Oh, you know what? I should make the intro first, but you know what? Like we're started. So it's a project that is available online. So I can show you what we have right now. Let's make it bigger. It's a very kind of basic project. It's a thing I want to use every day, and it's for reading stuff, taking notes, and generating summaries. So I have here like posts. So each time I found an interesting blog post online, I can send it here. For example, here we could have like build pattern in C#. So you could open the blog post, read it there, and then when you're ready, you could just like add a note, a comment, and once a week I publish my notes. I've been doing that for a very long time, and it's a way for me to kind of like remember what I read, sharing stuff and things like that. And today, what I want to do is, as you can see, like here, this one is different. You know, the icon is different. So there's already a note here. I don't know if I open it, what happened though. Let's try it. Yeah, nothing happened. Oh yeah, I didn't code this part. Anyway, so the difference between the two icons means this one has a note. So like we have plenty of notes to generate a summary. And also here, I have plenty of summary that was created, and I think they reference, because I'm transitioning from like a different version, so that will be version 4, but I changed the name of the project, so we're kind of like getting back at V1. It was a JSON document, so I started in the code. I started moving things around, and I was like, and I'm saving everything in back then I was all running in Azure, so I was using and since I don't need a lot of scaling and things like that, I was very tempted to use Cosmo DB and things like that, but then I was like, hey, I'm just like one user, so what's the cheapest storage I can have? And I went, well, it's Azure table storage. It's like 10 cents by millions of calls or gig or whatever. So I was like, it's plenty for like my little snippets. So, you know, it'll be mostly free. So I'm using that. I don't have any database or anything. We may have some limitation in the future. What I would like to have with this app is be able to port it into like a mobile app, so I could have it in my tablet or my e-reader and stuff like that, and just like then we'll have like a database. Hey, Scud, I don't know, I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Welcome aboard. Thank you for the follow. very appreciated. So yeah, so like there's a class. You know what? Let's just open the code. I'm running in VS Code because Linux, and I'm using the dev kit. There it is. It's a little bit tiny. Let's make it bigger. Oh, I can do more interesting than that. Voila. Here, where I'm from, Canada, Montreal, around Montreal, like the greater Montreal area. Where are you based? Where are you from? So here I have like multiple projects. So I have the Blazor app itself, so the website. This is it. I have a domain. So like that will be all the class, the objects that will be passed between different projects and things like that. I have an API. So like very classic API things. And that's the thing I was kind of like trying to modify. And then we have the two class that really helps when we are working locally, developer mode, is the Aspire tool. So with Aspire, you had a app host. It's kind of an orchestrator, or think about it as your if you're using Docker, it's your Docker Compose. Like it and really simplify the life of a developer, just like setting IPs, connection string, everything, passing all the others and things like it just works. So that's great. So we use that. And the service default is a tool that inject best practices into your code. You could customize it. Right now, I didn't touch it at all. So it's just the basics. So it's retry, connection, and stuff like that when you deploy in the cloud. Obviously, at some point, things will be disconnected. From Denmark. Oh, cool. I'm C# 12, I think, and it's .NET 8. So I'm still done .NET 8. Whoops, dash. Yeah, this computer is still .NET 8. Aspire 8.2.2. But yeah, for that one, I'm still running 8. Soon V9. Looking forward to it. So yeah, so I was, yeah, okay, back to the code. So here, one thing I start doing was, I was like, oh, it could be cool because right now I have different tables. I have, let's go into the API, and I thought it was clever. And on another machine, another laptop, but I didn't. Did I push it? I don't think I did. Yeah, no, I didn't. I went like I went all the way, and then I encountered issue. So let me explain. So here I have different tables, right? I have the note table. I have the I will have the setting table. I will have the summary table, and I have the post table. And in the class here for services, like I have all those, and they are all mixed. And I was like, it will be cool to, like, you know, I'm not sure I need that. I think this should be good enough. But anyway, I was like, I should make a base class and call it from there. And like each service will be for one table. The problem is, when I'm creating my API, I need to do multiple binary because this is hey Tate Dampool, that's been a long time. Hello. I forgot what's the rendering mode for this one. I think I picked just the whatever default, so I think it's like a page by page. I know it's server side though, because for Aspire you need the server side. It's not the WASM. Is it my first time doing Blazor? Nope. It's not my first time. Hey, TBD is raiding. Hey, welcome, riders. Welcome. Woo woo. Party time. Welcome, everybody. Hey, TBD. I hope you had a nice morning stream. What did you work on? Was it working? I think yesterday I saw...
Bonjour.
Hi. Bonjour, hi. I think I saw it was yesterday or the day before. I was just lurking and was like, don't do that, or it's not working, something like that. Salut, salut. Yeah, anyway, so when I did, like, I went all the way with that, but then in my program, when I do the binding, right, when I inject my HTTP client, the problem was, where is it? Yeah, right now I have one, and I say, hey, like, just add a data storage service. But if I split everything, it's cool for unit test, but then I need to do like 3 times this because I will have 3 tables. So I was like, oh, that's sad. I got my Docker image build with like a GitHub action and try to use Pulumi to deploy. Oh, Pulumi is still a thing. I didn't try it yet. I heard good thing, but like I needed to learn. Like I learned biceps first, you know. I had to, and but I heard good thing about Pulumi. It did not work as planned, but we'll get there. Yeah, well, that's when we learn the most, right? That's when we learn the most. So yeah, so I need to. I'm not sure I'm on a. Had. There's probably a better way to do that. Like I don't want to have three thing here. Like, hey, if you need this, dude, maybe it's the proper way. I just feel I would like to. I don't know. So I think I will get back. Like I will keep the change in this branch, refact data storage, and we'll think about it what I want. And what's your issue? Okay, so right now in my API, the API is the thing that read from the Azure tables, Azure storage tables, and retrieve notes, save stuff, right? And right now I have one service, and in my service I have all this one. I have all the different tables. So I thought, it would be cool to have them just like, okay, this is the service to manage this table. This is the service to manage that table. But I'm not sure anymore because even like this one used 2 different tables. So like right away, I'm kind of like, so I think I will keep that. So it's not an issue like it Taidampool. It's more, I was trying to be fancy. Maybe I had like a architect power trip. I don't know. But I think we'll go back to the main version that we have, and we'll just try to collect a bunch of we'll try to generate a summary. That's the goal of today. And again, we'll doing iteration and stuff like that, so hopefully we get somewhere today. So let's go back in Git Kraken, and I want to go back into main. Voila, back into main. Oh, did I add it though? Add reading notes. No, I think so. It's add reading notes. That I want. Yes. Let's close all the windows. It's been too long. Like I'm skipping 1 week. And wow, I was not streaming last week. Oh yeah, I had like so many stuff. Like I didn't do my show and tell, but yeah, last week I didn't stream. I'm sorry about that. But I was monitoring and like backup host for an internal event. It was pretty cool about C# and stuff like that. It was 2 days, so full Wednesday and Thursday, all kind of all day. Like in the morning I had like a few hours, but then like you need to do everything else, and I was doing that. And on Saturday I was presenting local in-person talk about Power Platform, like how to build a Copilot with Copilot or a custom Copilot in the Power Platform. So I had to like prepare my talk, make sure the demo works, and like rehearse at least 1 or 2 times to kind of like make it sure the last version of everything I had was working correctly and stuff. So I took my Friday to do that. So that's why I didn't stream. I was like, oh, should I? But then like, you know, I didn't want to be anything less than great the next morning. So I didn't do that. But yeah. Okay. So so I did add more stuff, but it's on my other machine. No, okay, setting is here. Okay. Okay, get settings. Okay, I'm okay, so I did create the class reading notes. Okay, so that's the thing we want to fill. Do I still have the JSON file? I don't. Okay, well. So reading notes, like I said, like it's a migration. We're rewriting a version, so like I have plenty of file already. So I need to be able to use that, and I use Copilot to generate me this class. So I was kind of like, oh, it's working pretty cool. So if we look to let's open a new page, a new window, and we go Frankie's notes. So like a summary should look like this. So you have a title, you have some tags, you will have like an intro, and then you have a category. And for each category, you have blog post or notes, right? So here programming, I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, and podcast, I have 2 and stuff like that. So that's what I'm trying to reproduce by code. So that's why I have like a number. That's part of the... That's one of the things that irritates me in KDE is like the swapping of the window isn't the same. So the notes are by numbers. So I'm using that. I need that information. The title will always be reading notes with the number, and the notes, it's a dictionary of string being the category, and then the list of the note for each category. Does that make sense? And I'm on the way. I'm in the way. So we have that. So right now, a lot of them are saved from a JSON file. So eventually we'll be able to kind of like serialize, deserialize. Oh my, I like this open. Your service looks like a repository. I use base repository interface and implement overload each topic. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Tide Doppel. But right now, I'm also in kind of in a rush of like having the capability to kind of like make at least a workable draft of my reading notes because I keep reading. So right now I need to manually like put everything. It's in pain. So I think I will just make it work, and then it will be an interesting stream to say, okay, let's refactor and but that's what I had in mind. Like let's have like a base and just like overload with a bunch of stuff. But at the same time, anyway, there's like we'll see how it goes. But I think for now we'll keep it like that. I want to use unit tests also. So when we start doing unit tests, will definitely be a good idea to do that. Yeah. Well, like that's why I want to implement it as soon as possible, but at the same time, like I need it to work a little bit because it's a tool I'm using like daily. Well, like yeah, the summary is done once a week, but like the reading stuff, I'm doing it. So right now I'm taking notes in it. Like the notes I was sharing, like this tool is live because I'm using it. Like oh, one thing I did implement is we have a team now, so we could go light and dark, and we could have like change the accent color, whatever it is. So I did that, and it was not working. And I was following the documentation, and then I asked Vincent here. He's part of the PM to that take care of the Fluent UI Blazor library. He's like, "Can you help me? Like, there's something wrong, and I'm following your doc." And I was like, "Oh, found it! Like here, this is the change." And thank you. We need to update the doc. So like I was like, you know what, like yeah, push your change in the project, so you'll be like a contributor. So here we have it, first contributor on this project. Okay, so when we start this, we need a number. That's where we were. So when I create what I would like, if we go back to the project, is when we are here in the post, I would like to be able to have a button maybe here at the top, like create summary and stuff like that. It will create a new summary, and everything that has been read and not yet inside a reading notes will be added into it. That will be a lot of like thinking. So when we create a new one, when I will click on that button, we'll need a number. So to know the number, we need to go in the setting. That's where things are saved. What? Yeah, let's go here. This is so tiny. Can I make it bigger? Yeah. Why was not working? There it is. So settings, like this is where we have the notes, and you can see like I was reading notes 2620 something, and I'm like 12 here. Are you seeing this flickering? Okay, stop. No, it doesn't. That's weird. I don't know what it is. It's just very annoying. Oh, each time I move the mouse. Okay. So yeah, so we need to read that. So that's why I was starting to implement settings in it. But I didn't do endpoint settings. In my API, I have like endpoint for notes, endpoint for summary and stuff like that. I'm not sure because maybe I should. But I feel like right now, it's when you are in the summary, you just get the settings, read the yeah, for unit tests, Taidapo, sorry, like I'm catching up on the stream. It's definitely helpful. That's why I want that, because I want, how do you say that before, separation of concern? Exactly. And maybe one day I will change and move to like a database instead of like storage. That could be cool too, I think. So we could run everything in a container. That's also one of the change. I'm doing this right now, like because like I will be running in a container, and I could just like put that anywhere, or even run it locally if I want to, or like on a like with a Blazor hybrid, put it in like a device. So we'll do that at Maui one day. Okay, so we have that. So we have get settings, and we'll go read the settings. Right, the settings, if we look here, the partition key, row key are settings, setting, no S, sorry, setting. So I'm reading that. If it doesn't exist, I just create one. Because the first time you try to access the table, it was, well, it doesn't exist. So like, I'm just like, create it. Oh, I have an error here. Oh yeah, no. Like this. So that's settings. And now I'm wondering, maybe maybe I'm doing the settings, because then like when I pick the name, when I pick the number, I should increment it. But do I want to take it right away? Or it's just when I save, I increment? I think it's only when I save I will be incrementing it. So maybe I do create the setting endpoint. Yeah. Okay, let's do that. Let's add a class. I just want to add a file, so maybe it's, yeah, okay. I want to add a class, and it will be setting setting endpoints. Cool. Excellent. So now if we just bring that, it needs to be static. Let's copy this. Just kind of use that as a template. Where was it? It's here. Oops. No. This, that, boom. Setting. This, and it will be setting. Wow. maybe I'm not. What? Oh, maybe I should have. Let's do a take instead. Get. Yeah, okay. Let's use this one instead. Cool. Get settings, boom, and it return the class is settings, singular or plural? Plural. Okay. I didn't put it public. I didn't compile. That's possible. I think it will be like get, instead of get settings, what I need is, yeah, I think it will be like get next. Actually, the type of database is not that relevant. If you have proper abstraction, yeah. Totally agree, Take Dumpool. Totally agree. What should change is that class here. Like, I mean, right now the code could work with Azure Data Storage or Cosmo DB, I think. I'm using the Azure Data Tables, yeah, package. But I could change it and just like refact or like have another one. That's the Data storage service. So of course, if like I'm going, for example, for like Postgres or something like that, I will have to do like a different service. But like everything else on top of that shouldn't be impacted. That's why there's like all layers. You're totally true for that. Totally right. Sorry, that's what I was looking for. You know what? It's been a while since I tried to draw, so let's give it a try. Let's go with like a thumbs up emoji. I don't hear. Do you hear the? I don't hear the. Okay, I hear it. Okay, and I landed. So you should try it. It's working today. Everybody that did drop landed, but it's all on the edge. So maybe InstaFluff did change a few things. Okay, so here, do we want to get settings or do we want get next reading note? Not sure. It's, yeah, you have a typo. It's just, yeah. See, I think it will end, or maybe not. No, I think you're that was closed though. Come on, that was legit. It was so kind of like. It doesn't contain. Oh yeah, because I didn't do it in the. I need to add it here. Public. And it's settings, right? It's settings. No? Oh, I did it async? Not sure I want that async though. Maybe I should. Just the others are not in async. Should I do it in? I think it's better. So let's change the signature here. What's happening? A new follower, Reg9K. Thank you for following. Welcome aboard. Welcome. What? The async modifier. So I don't mean that. Oh, really? You don't put the async in the... Well, like, yeah, like that's... If I'm returning a task in the interface, that imply. Okay, yeah, whatever. Makes sense, makes sense. Okay, so now... Now that should work if I do it await, maybe? What's wrong? Nope. How do I... This? Nope. This? Hey, I want my terminal. Oh, new keyboard. And keys have moved a little bit. I'm using the Newfie. Looks cool, right? The like, not the quote, I don't know how you call that little one, that straight one, is a different... I need to put function instead of shift to access it. Oh, I didn't save it. So here in my data storage, I should save this. Here now. Is it present? The await operator can only be used in an async method. Consider making this method async. I did. Oh no, I did not. Frank, read the damn message. Yeah, we need to keep that thing clear. Okay. So we still have one problem. What's the problem? Data service is not implemented. What? We do? Okay. Let's see the difference. What? Oh, because I didn't have this. It's setting row key. I don't want row key. It's true. I use Copilot just for fun, and like it makes sense that for reading that he added the parameter, but I don't need the parameter. Okay, so let's do this. Now it should work. Yeah, no problem. Cool. Cool. Okay, so we have that, but I think I don't want the settings right now. I don't want anybody to like. I think eventually it could be cool to say, oh, let's fix through the UI the thing, but not today. And I'm only do things to make it works. So I think here in the settings endpoint, it will only be get the next reading note. How did I call it? The reading note counter? Oh, it's called reading note counter. Like, yeah. So I think that's the function. I don't need that. Did I? Why? Yeah, I'm passing it. Well, I don't like I shouldn't. This is this. And I shouldn't assign it. Why I'm passing it everywhere? Oh, because I'm in the endpoint. I was like, okay, well, should do that differently though. Whatever, we'll keep it that way for now. So yeah, so I think I think here it will be get next reading notes counter, right? Not next. It's a very long. Get next. It's a very long name. I don't like that. Does that make sense? Get next counter. Just get next. I don't like having long name, but at the same time, that's clear. Oh, okay, let's keep it that, because you know. And the output will be a string. Is it, or a number? I think I need it to be a string. Cool. So here we'll do for setting. Right. And then what? You know what, Tidumple? You're right. You're totally right. Okay, so now we just need to return that. Cool, so now we have that. Yeah. And here it's complaining that's a possible null reference. I think I need to do something like this. No, because it could be null. What if I declare counter what? If this is null, but that won't be null. Oh, what I could do is like this instead. Then I can remove this and it look better too. Voila. You know this operator? That's coalesce, so we'll take the first. No. I love it. I love it. Okay. So we have that. So yeah. So now we have our settings. We should add the settings in our API, right? So we do exactly that. Thank you, Copilot. I love the ghost text. So now we have it. So let's give it a try. So if I hit F5, everything should start. So that's the beauty of Aspire. Do like anybody doesn't know Aspire, let me know in the chat and I will do like a quick intro, like of a 30-second intro of Aspire. Let me know. Everybody knows Aspire. That's lovely. But I doubt it. Oops. Yay! I want that intro. Excellent. Merci, Tête d'Ampoule. Thank you. So Aspire is a set of tools that helps developer when they work locally. It's perfect for microservices, cloud native stuff and things like that. So for in my solution, remember I had like that Blazor stuff and I had my API and I could have multiple other projects. Like maybe I want a cache, a database and things like that. So I could have like a lot of things. And usually, let's say you are running with microservices or cloud native, you will have like a Docker file and then you need to know the URL and the port of each thing's going on. But here you don't need that. What you do with Aspire is you add two projects. One is the service default. So I think that as the smart or the best practices, it's code that will be injected in your solution, for example, for like reconnect policies and stuff like that. How many times should we retry to reconnect and things like that? It's customizable. This is also the open telemetry that will be by default going there and things like that. So like it's configurable, but by default it comes with like, let's open the class. It's just a simple class. See, and what like uncomment if you want to do this, uncomment if you want to do that. So like it's cool, right? The other one is the app host, that project here. App host is an orchestrator, or like think about it as maybe your Docker Compose file. So if we look here in the program, we'll just minimize this. It's a kind of a Docker Compose, but written in C#. So I say, hey, builder, like I'm having a distributed application, so create. So I have my builder, and then I'm adding a connection string because my database already exists. Like a database, let's say my data storage, since it's Azure storage, it's not really a database. So I'm just adding here the like connection string. And it will be read from my app settings. When I deploy, it will do something else. And now I say, okay, builder, add a project. And now because I make reference, there's generated code, and I could like, I have this, okay, API is available. That's my other project, and I can name it whatever I want. Like this is me making a name. One thing I should do is have like a project or something like that with like constants. So instead of like magic string, I could use something like hard-coded. I will do that. I didn't think about it. I think it was it Jeff or Fritz who made me think about that. I think it was him the first time I heard. I was like, you know what? I kind of like having no magic string, so I will do that. But like I'm not sure, is he doing like a different project with that, or maybe I can put it in my domain, like having that. So like we'll see how it goes. And then see, like I want my API to be able to connect to my data storage. So I say with environment variable, and I say pass this. I'm passing the connection string that I had here. So in my API, when I'm creating it, I just say, hey, you know what, like read from the environment variable this and just create the API just like that. Boom. I don't have to know what it is, the stuff, like the thing. It will be there. That's one thing, right? So let's go back to again here. So then I say, you know what, like I'm also in my distributed application, I have like a Blazor app, like a website. So I say, hey, add to the project my Blazor app, and I'm calling it right now Blazor app. And I say with reference to the API. Did I mention the URL? Did I mention the port? No. And I say with external endpoint here, because when I deploy, I want the Blazor to be accessible outside, but I didn't do that for the API. So even if you try when I will deploy thing like the version that is deployed in Azure right now, the API is not accessible from outside. It's only from inside the network. So the beauty of it is when you deploy, so like in Blazor, how do you like, how the Blazor app knows. So if we go in program of the Blazor, here I say I'm adding my client, and I say, hey, just like pass this HTTP and use HTTPS if it's possible. If it's not, then go to HTTP and go to API. And I'm like, here I'm adding also the service default to like have the best practices kind of inject into it. So all that make it running by default, and you have a dashboard. That's too big. So you have a dashboard right now. We can, like, it's tiny. That's why I was going big. So right now we can see it's two projects. But let's say I wanted to add cache or maybe like a database in a container. I could say, hey, add this, and it will create the container, plug it to my system and stuff like that. And I will see here everything listed, and I will have a container. There's a community toolkit, and I created like one integration to use the DAB for like the 2D6 project we have, where we use like a database in a container and an API that is generated by Data API Builder, DAB. So now I could just say, hey, add DAB, and it will create everything, and it will just show up here. So I have the name of my application, I have their states. You can wait. So let's say you're having a database, you need to wait the database to be ready before connecting everything else. So there will be like waiting instruction if you want. Then you could go. So here we could go to the API. So we have like here the node endpoint, this, and we have the setting endpoint. Oh, I didn't change that. Shouldn't be setting. What? Oh, it's still a post. $612. We need to change that. It shouldn't be a post, and it should be settings. We need to change that. But see, like it's working. It's still using Swagger right now, but it's there. And let's say I'm going here to see the local host, and now it's tiny. But if I mouse over, I have the HTTPS and the HTTP versions. I could click here if I want, and here I have my things running. So now it's just doing that, right? And if I go, I could see here in the console, I will have the log, just like prompt. If I go in the trace, I will see the trace of everything. And I could go click here and say, oh, look, it was like Blazor app, it went there, there's the API, and then there was an error. I could read the error a little bit more, what it is and stuff like that. I know there's this like glitch I need to fix, but like you have everything there that you could see. You could go back to the log. You have a lot of matrix for the API, so you can see how many active requests, the handshake, like because OpenTelemetry is supported natively in C# and .NET, it's part of Aspire also, and like everything is read with OpenTelemetry and shown in the dashboard. You can make your own matrix, obviously. So you have everything there. It's all running. That's the beauty of it. So Aspire is not a project. It's not a project type like Blazor, for example, or Minimal API. It's tools that help you when you are in local mode on your machine. Then when it's time to deploy, you have different tools, and Aspire will generate a manifest. You could ask for it, or you like some of the tool the tool I use, because I was deploying in Azure, kind of like question the app host, extract the manifest, and deploy for me. And I was using Azure Developer, so AZD, that's the acronym, and you just do AZD up. It will question app host, get the manifest, create the infrastructure, and deploy to Azure. So that's why the app is deployed in Azure. Then you say, well, that's cool, but I want to build a CI/CD, and you could do that. Say, hey, I want the GitHub action, and it will create stuff for you. And that's why if we go here, let's minimize this. It did create for us the Azure Dev, because it's the dev environment. It's asking you, when you do AZD up, it's asking you what's the environment, what your Azure subscription and stuff like that. You could use other tools to deploy it, say on Amazon, AWS, or things like that. I went Azure because if you didn't guess it, I really like it. Yeah, and it's asking you, okay. And remember we did like the connection string because the database already exists. Then AZD will say, well, I want a parameter called connection string. Provide me a connection string because my database already exists, so I don't want to deploy it. So like you just provide the connection string, it will then create a key vault, put everything up there and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. So all that was generated for us. And now when I pushed to GitHub, it created the GitHub action, and everything is up and running. And now every time I push to main, it gets deployed into Azure. So that simplified the life of a developer, I think. So it took more than 30 seconds though. If you want to send it to DD, I'm assuming it's Datadog. You would be surprised I have tête d'ampoule. I have I think most of my project runs on my pay-as-you-go, so on my credit card, and it costs me about $2 a month. Like I'm very optimizing and making stuff, and it's tiny tool, so like it's not like, I don't know, it's not YouTube, right? It doesn't have the traffic of YouTube, so. But I have like the MSDN, so I think it's depending on like where you live and stuff like that, it's around $200. But most of the time, like I don't use that. I use that one for when I do demos and things like that. Well, I work at Microsoft, so yes, I have some credit and things like that. But yeah, you're right. If I want, Fuel, yes, you could do that in Datadog. In fact, I will be presenting at a .NET Conf coming up soon. I'm doing a talk where I want to show how you could see that. Like I want to show. My goal is to show the open telemetry in the dashboard that I just show you. You could very easily, like if you have app inside, add a connection string and it will be pushed over there. So like then I will kind of show, hey, look, it's the same app. This is how it looks in app inside. And then I want to push it into Datadog. So we'll do that too. The famous. Did you go to the AI tour? And it was last week, Paris, I think, on Tuesday. I forgot the date. I wasn't there though, but a lot of my colleagues went there. Like colleagues around. We're trying to be a little bit more strategic, and since I'm not on the same continent, I didn't travel for one day. It was not worth it. I will go to Toronto though. Talking about Copilot in VS Code. Excited about that talk. Cool. Did I miss anything in the? Oh, I see the comparison with Docker. Like, you know, it's maybe not the how can I say that? I'm not sure it's the official comparison, the Docker Compose and app host, but for me, it was a big ha moment when I kind of understood that it is kind of a Docker Compose file, but in C#. So you don't have to learn too much of Docker to be able to like do all of that. Oh, one thing I didn't mention also is like when I do like the AZD up, when I publish, it will compile, it will package my app in a container and like create a registry, upload it to the registry, and like use that to populate my infrastructure. That's pretty cool also. Only thing I know is yes, I'm reading Fuel saying like, I don't know what it like, but I got 10 new templates now because of Aspire. Yeah, well, you don't need to look for the console. You could just say console. I'm guessing you are in Visual Studio, so like when you do new, it's like offering, but can you not type and then if kind of like filter? Say no, you didn't go to the AI tour again soon. Well, like the next event, I'm not sure. Like so, there's definitely less tour because we took the decision, or like the decision was took to like because I'm not saying it's a bad or good decision here. I'm just saying I was not part of the decision. I didn't decide, but now they make it a little bit more available so people can watch online, and I think for now there's a lot of event that it's going there, but there's a demand, so we may see more like tour or stuff going again around. But yeah, I guess you really want me to use Aspire. Nope. Well, to be honest, we don't want to force it on anyone. And initially, I was not skeptical. Like, what's the good word? When I saw Aspire, I was like, nah, okay, whatever. And then I start using it, and I was like, oh wow, that's cool. Like here, for example, like super simple, and like I'm doing it on purpose, using Aspire to kind of like walk the talk and struggle with stuff. When I did deploy the first time, I was having error, and like I want to write a blog post or maybe do like a video to share like those little things, like, you know, like those magic string, you shouldn't have any uppercase or spaces and those names, like, because then when you try to deploy, it will hit some, hey, no, I'm only supported like lowercase and dashes. So, you know, like little things like that. In the app host, I forgot to what was the oh, let's go back in the Solution Explorer. App host here, my first deployment, I forgot to put with external HTTP point. So I was deploying everything, but I couldn't access it. Accessing it. Yeah. I was like, why? Like I did that in the past, and I forgot that one, because when you are in Visual Studio, there's a lot of thing that Visual Studio, like the big IDE, does for you, and it's great. That's the purpose of that big tool. In VS Code here, there's a little bit more manual because it's just an editor, but that's what I have. I'm on Linux, and I forgot that. So like a few little things like that, but so much easier, because right now I have an API and I have a website. If I want to have those two running, I would have to start the API and then start the Blazor side, and then like to see the logs and stuff like that. I wouldn't have them like in the one page and like the aggregated view and stuff like that. I think it's a big plus. So now like I just want to use it everywhere where I can. So yeah, so I don't think we try to convince everybody. It's just a great tool. Okay, so in the settings endpoints, we don't. Oh yeah, okay, so settings. Oh yeah, it's this. So we should call it. Yeah, that will be a long name though. Oh yeah, no, okay, so the group is settings. And then the root was that, oh, okay, so that's why. Let's do that for now. And definitely a get. And with description. Okay. Does that make more sense? I think it make more sense. Perplex. Oh, sorry. Like, yeah, you're trying to help me finding the sorry. Thank you. Oh, I miss those events. Like, I'm looking forward to go in Toronto to talk. It was nice during the weekend. It was a smaller event in Montreal, and it was our platform, so not as exactly my field of expertise, but yeah, okay. So we have that. So we have this. Cool. So now I think where do we create it? Right? The goal is, let's go back to, do I still have the, nope. This. So remember, I have a button here. I want to click it, and then it will create a empty reading notes. Grab the number, put it there, and then go fetch all those available reading notes. Where that should happen. In the post note client.
Bonjour. Hi.
Bonjour. Hi. How are you today?
Hey, Surly Dev is finally here. We were waiting for you, buddy. Do you see like the chat messages twice, or it's only me? That's weird. It's just refresh. What? Like, what's that? What? Something bad happened? Or was just like a like, maybe it's not the place to ask you that. Sorry. You see them twice too? Okay, let's try to fix that. Why is that? So HTTP overlay. Oh, looks like there's plenty of overlay. Okay, yeah, but if I do that. So chat is here. I have chat twice. Okay, that's okay. That now should be fixed. Oh no, I'm sorry to read that, Charlie Dev. Like, I wish her prompt get better faster. Sorry, I'm searching for my words in English. Prompt. I don't know how to say that properly in English. I'm sorry. She's getting better now. Okay. Yeah, I hope she's getting better now. Cool. So I think we want that logic of like, go do this, do that in the Blazor app in the client. a speedy recovery, a prompt recovery. Okay, cool. Thanks. Yeah, in French is a prompt rétablissement. It's mostly the same thing. Right? Did you land? I don't think you landed, right? A lot of people landed today. So let's try again. I didn't see all your digital friends though, Surly Dev, and I'm not sure if did you stop them? I cannot be more like everybody was in the. Tête d'ampoule we're still pretty close. Tête d'ampoule you're always kind of close, but not on it. But for this time I was like so far away. Anyway, okay, let's try to. Time is flying. Damn it, Frank, come on. So I think we'll do it here in the post note client where we'll have a function, right? We'll create a function, definitely async since it will be long, and it will be returning reading notes. And yeah, it won't be get. We'll create next, create new. Let's create reading. Oh, okay. That's all good. What? Well, I hope that subscribing would give me. Did you subscribe? Did I miss your subscription? Thank you, Titanpool. Did you do it like right now and like in the stream? I'm sorry if I missed it. Well, thank you. Definitely helps, but like not with lending though. That's not on me. That's on InstaFluff. Maybe we should do that. No, it won't be. It won't be fair, right? Okay. So create reading notes. So now what we need is not do this. We need first to get the number. So we'll say reading notes counter equal await the. What is that? What is that? Get string casing. Yeah, okay. API setting. Oh, that's better. That's cool, right? And now we could do reading notes. Right. It will be equal to new reading notes. Voila. Okie dokie. Need more? What do I missing? I need all that for the constructor? What? No, just need. Oh, it should be an int. I do get the int? Is there that? I think it's a string anyway. I don't know why I put it int. Oh, because I want an easy way to increment it, I think. Forgot why I did that. There was a good reason, but okay, let's go again. Reading notes. My number is an int. No, it's a string. Oh, because oh yeah, that's the thing. I wanted to have like here it's a JSON and this is a number. That's why I did it. There's probably a better way to do that. Or maybe I should do like here. I should do I should do like a static method, say like from reading notes from JSON. Yeah, okay, let's put that in comment. We'll put this here as a string because it's coming from a JSON and it was a string and it's used here, so it's better if it's a string. Yeah. Okay, cool. So now here it should work, right? Yeah, it's working. We should do this. That's better. Yeah. And now we need the magic that say, hey, give me all the nodes that are not yet used, but they are red. And yeah. Yeah, wall discussion, but I bugged on the machine. I'm sorry. Well, I really appreciate your subscription. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, so we have that. So now we can return this. And it shouldn't be null, so we'll do this. And now we need to get all the unused why can I used what unused? There's no s's there. Is it no? Why can I? Unused. Is it how you spell unused? Unused. Not used. I feel like it is. I also feel wrong. Cool. So we have that. So now we just need to write that thing. So that will be in our. So we can start with the data storage thing, and it will be fun. So I think we can take inspiration of this thing here. Because no. So the post. Okay. Yeah, okay. So can I use this? That's the filter. Then it's returning. I have the nodes. It's red. Oh, that's the post. I don't want a post. I want notes. Oh, I don't think I did create. Yeah, do I have like a... Oops, sorry. Note endpoint. Create note. And that's it. Okay, so I did nothing else. So now we want to get all the notes. Just 1 second. Yeah, okay, so we go here. So let's go. Okay, so we want a public list of note. And we say get unused note. Voila. Whoa. Wow. Hey, that's kind of exactly what I want. Wow. Okay, that was Copilot. And that's why now I get it, why the unused. And it's probably not used instead of unused. But anyway, like I feel like it's not the proper way. Is it a way, how do you say that in proper English? Yeah, unused.
Unused.
That was that. Unused. Fantastic. Okay, so now we get all the unused notes. So we definitely need to put that, and we'll be, yeah. So this should be in our interface. And create note. So it should be here. Try to make it. Oh, Whisper, you're not Whisper, but Copilot, you're pretty good. Let me work a little bit. You look better than me. So now in the note. Oh wait. Yeah, we put it in the post, right? Post? No, we don't want that in the post. It's note. I'm so confused. The unread post, that's fine. Okay, did we put it in a good place? Note. We put it here. Yeah, okay, so it's unused note. Okay, cool. So that was the note endpoint. We don't have it yet. Okay. Aha! It's like, nope, that's not what we want. We want let's this now. 2 problems. Yeah, it's fine. I'm not deploying. I'm not deploying. Let's try to drop instead. I feel I'm not. Usually when you drop, you hear the wee or something like that. I don't hear that. There's something. Guess what? There's something wrong again with my my stuff. Okay. So why? So I have the get on read nodes. I have this. So now in my node endpoint, get all unused node by calling this. Is that better? Get reading nodes. So that's nodes, note. No, it's a list of blah, 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 blah. Anybody landed? No. Where did you? Oh, like you're here. This is you, tête d'ampoule. Still didn't land, eh? Okay, so we can remove this comment. I was just trying to have, you know, Copilot. That was the time where I want you to be good and smart. So it won't be from API. It will be from no. Here, that's this. That's good. But then it's this. Here it should be like notes, right? Reveal a list of notes. That's cool. Type result created. Okay. Oh no. I want the notes. What? And it's lower. Type result created. I just don't get it. Well, it should be this. So I'm returning a list of note or a bad request. That's cannot convert. I'm not very what? So I guess it was okay. This thing. Was it this? Creating API node. But we didn't. Oh, it's no, it is in the endpoint, but we didn't. Yeah, we need to. Okay, that's a thing. We need to have it here. So it will be in the note, not the. Oh, it will be get unused. And it's a get. And we'll call in this one. I feel like the notes is redundant, like you are in the note endpoint. We'll keep it this. Like you're like note get note, yeah. I think get unused. I like it though. Internally in the code, but like as an API, like in your path you have notes, so it should be fine. So that return a list of nodes should be right. So list of nodes. And here I need to return. It's not created though. It's content. What? I'm very confused. So that's a post. It's a bit different. What I do than the other. So let's say in the post, when I do like the get. Just this or... Okay, so it's not found. Okay, that's what I want. Why is it so complicated in here? So if note, yeah, that's what I want, right? So it's this thing that is not good. Result. Ah, it's okay of type or a not found. Okay. Oh. At some point, I'll get it. It makes sense, right? And it's the type. It's the type for us. It's the type list of like. That's a lot of like. But then we can also be bad requests. But no, like. No. Find it or you don't. Let's format this, please. Voila. Cool. So now we have all the unused note. So if we go here, we'll do var, let's call that unsorted notes. And we're reading list of note, right? Nope. Is it? No, we called it. No, get right like this. So now we have all the notes, and we need to kind of like sort them. And this will be a private function here. And it will be a list. Is it a dictionary? I think it's dictionary. You know what? Instead of me guessing, let's go here. Yeah, dictionary of string of blah, 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 blah. That's what we want to return. And we'll call that sort notes. Cool. So the sorted node is a dictionary of that. What's that string? So for each node, okay, that's cool. For each node in nodes, we need to get the category. And use this. So we'll do that's cool. It's not get category. I thought it was. It should be singular. Yeah, let's put it singular. It's like getting the category. Oh yeah, but I don't have the category. Oh yeah. Okay, so I need first to get all the tags. Right, so a tag split by comma. Not sure if it's comma or dot. Let's use comma for now and change it later. I need to implement something else anyway there. So cool. And possible null reference. Okay, we'll do this. So now we have that, and the category is tag 0. So now we have the category. And now we can do how can I check if that dictionary exists? Right? Don't you do that? Yeah, it's a list. Oh man. How do I do that? But... oh, you know what? Like we had a function here that I... oh, it was just like, yeah, the list is fully done. Just kind of like does it. How do I do that? Oh, I know how to do that. Okay, let's go back here. Let's go in the... where is it? Not here, not here, not here, not here. Here. Okay, I want to go here, and then I say this, and I will be... I'm in the category. Oh yeah, but how do I know if it's empty already or not? Oh, the time is flying. Oh, I need to wrap up things. Damn. I won't have the time to finish. Oops. Terminal. Does it compile right now? Probably not, right? Like, this is stupid. Ah, it's contained. That was cool. You're so Copilot. That's exactly what I want. If it contains the category, just do this, add the note. If it doesn't, create a new list. Wonderful. And the note before I should, now that I have the note, I should do like note, category, category, voila. And note dot, do I have like a reading note? Yeah, reading note ID. And it will be the, I don't have that. I should pass it. Right? Yeah, let's do that. That's how we know, right, that they are unused. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so now does it compile? If yes, that's perfect. We'll push that and we'll have to continue. What is it? Error. Get categories. Oh, it was used. Where is that thing used? It's singular now. I can hear myself. Lovely joy of streaming.
Fantastic.
I know, right? Well, it should build. Can you hear me with an echo? It wasn't that there before, right? Cool, build succeed. That's weird. So we want to go here. Oop. Okay, the name is under. Okay. What did we change? What did we change? We did change the domain. We changed, oh yeah, okay, we changed the category. That's great. We changed this here and we implement a few things there. Cool. In the Blazor app, we're working in the client. That makes sense. In the storage, a few things. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So let's stage everything and cool. Then we can push this. Oh yeah, one thing I didn't share with you is with Rob. I'm sharing that. I will be I'm talking and presenting at GitCon. GitCon. That's where is it? Where is it? Where is it? GitCon 2024. GitCon. Boom. Let's put that in the chat. It's coming soon. So I will be presenting there. So I got confirmation and I set up my session and things like that. So looking forward to see you at GitCon. That would be cool. Talking about GitHub and things like that. So for me though, my talk will be more like VS Code and like the Copilot, like how to be more efficient using Copilot. Like on my stream here, you mostly only see me using the ghost suggestion. Like I rarely use it. No, it's not true. I use it from time to time. I didn't do it today though. Oh great. Yeah. Sorry, like I'm hearing myself with a little delay. Extremely annoying. Is it a good mic? Oof. Okay, so who's streaming now? Who should we go see? Who should we go see? Who should we go raid?
Please make sure you tell the full.
Whoops. Whoopsie. Oh, I didn't want that. Why can I not see the... I'm on my Twitch here and I don't see the... Oh, there it is. It wasn't there before. Ah, it was open story. So who's streaming? Coding. Not a lot of people coding. Any suggestions? Otherwise, we'll just end it up here. I don't want to... Like TJ? We could stream TJ. Do you know stream TJ? Oh, like their Jackie code? What she's doing?
Okay, this can stay. That can stay.
Open world survival RPG. That's a good one. What do you think? I think it's a good one. Cool, everybody. So let's have a good week. And yeah, I wish you all a good weekend. We'll see you next week for more. Bye, everybody. Now I need to raid. See ya. Bye.